Hi.
Hi,
What is your name and how old are you?
my name is Nejmo. I'm 20 years old.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Where are you from?
from Somalia.
Yeah. Um, when and why did you move to Iceland?
I came to Iceland when I was 16 in 2014. I came as a refugee, and the reason I came was because I had to run away my country at the age of 13. So all the way to Iceland, where I finally ended up at the age of 16.
Okay. What can you tell me about female circumcision in Somalia?
Actually, a lot of things. Somalia is the highest country in the world circumcision. I think it's like around 98 to 97%. And the people are still keep doing it. Parents still believe they're doing the right things. And yeah, still is going on.
What is your experience and how old were you?
Actually, I think I was less than 5 when I circumcised. Yeah.
Okay. Mm, what physical and psychological implications has female circumcision had in your life?
A lot of things really. Circumcision is, I think, 3 to 4 different types. I'm not sure if it's 3 or 4, but when like they are more, let me put this way, it's just like some circumcision are really, circumcision is all bad in general, but they are worse than others sometimes. That's 4 or 3 types. So for me, I really don't know what type I am, but the problem it caused me that I know as a person is that I'm still struggling the pain of my period every single day, every single month, and also to always have so much painful on my stomach, and I don't know how it will affect my future when I try to have a baby. But some other circumcisions, people are struggling more than that. Whether it's having a period or whether it's having a baby, some women, their baby are dying because of it. And also some women are really struggling for their sexual side. So yeah, it causing us a lot of problem.
Yeah.
And also, one thing that I would really love to say is circumcision, it's girls' problem, but also it's men' problem at the same time. And this is the reason Somalian, recently we were saying why it's falling apart Somalian marriage, why every Somalian couples has a problem on their home after they get married. And some people, as they say, and as I also believe, it can also be the circumcision because the girl had been circumcised and she will always have a problem her sexual sides. So circumcision is not only girls' problem, it's also men's problem. So that's also, we need men to stand up with us to stop this.
Yeah, that's a great saying. I agree with you. Mm, why are girls circumcised?
Different ways. Some parents, they are so traditional and so conservative, and they wanted to keep doing this because it was generation to generation something that were happening decades, and they doesn't want to change. That's the reason some parents do. Other parents do. Like, I went on Facebook Live to ask my community, why are we doing this? Do we think this is a good thing or a bad thing? And some of the comments that really shocked me, one of them was like, oh yeah, I would circumcise my daughter because I don't want to be a whore. My daughter to become a whore, because if she's not circumcised, she's be able to sleep every man. So I needed to circumcise to cut everything so she can be proud and stay at home. Some others do so for pride. Some parents do, they doesn't want their daughter to be a whore, and some do because of its generation, something that were happening decades. So people doing different things, but what most of people do is because of the culture, and it has nothing to do with religion when it comes to girls' side. But yeah, so it can, some parents, they do different ways.
Mm, how are women's position in society in Somalia?
Very bad, really, when it comes to Somalian women. In Somalia, it's just like, sometimes I look at my country and I say, why this country is only men? Why the president's a man? Why the prime minister's a man? Why all of the parliament is men? We only have 30% percent, 30% to be in the parliament in Somalia, which is also is not happening because the women who are there they doesn't even have their own opinion to share with the parliament. They always have to follow what the man next to her says. She has to agree with him. So it's very bad when it comes to the political side. It's very bad when it comes to the human rights side and women's rights in every way. And that's one of the reasons really I fight and do what I do, because I think Somalian men, they don't this country nothing except that letting down and destroying our country and our people and our future and our reputation in the world. So that's why I always encourage Somalian women to take their hand to the power and stand up for their rights, because this man will not come and say this is your rights, take it, unless we fight it back. So that's one thing. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. What have you done in your activism to fight for women's rights in Somalia?
Nothing really, not as much as I wanted.
Okay.
But right now what I do is just talking and brought up the issues that scared to be talked. In Somalia, when you get a rape, it's your shame. You cannot talk about it. You can't say I raped, because if you say, nobody's going to marry you. And that's really a big problem for us. So what I do for me is to speak about everything that women told not to talk about in my culture. And my culture is, if you are a woman, don't say nothing. If your husband abuse you, if your brother is abusing you, if other men is rape you, if anything man did to you, you have to stay strong to be silent. So what I'm saying is, no, we're not going to be silent, because what I'm going through, what every Somalian girl is going through right now, I don't want Somalian future girls to go through that. And to happen, to make sure that Somalian future girls and generation will have clear and really good future, I must speak about it and, study the fight right now. So for me, I don't do as much as I wanted, but what I do right now is to brought up just to bring out every situation that needs to be talked and not to be silent anymore.
That is very good. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
So, yeah, I'm gonna add one question. How many girls do you think are circumcised in Somalia?
I think every Somalian girl.
Wow.
Even, let me add you this, girls who are born in Europe and could have saved not to get circumcision, the parents still live this closed mind and closed culture that it doesn't want to change, even though there are other countries. So what they do is they take their kids every summer or every their free time back to Somalia or Kenya or somewhere in Africa and circumcise. And then they keep the kids there 1 year, and after 1 year, when the kids forget about what happened to them, then they bring back to Europe. So it's I believe that I can say it's 1% chance that there is no Somalian girl circumcision, 1 to 2% chance.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there are now doctors who do that. So who does
It's
it?
just like, to stop this, we needed to raise awareness and to speak about. And people who can do is doctors should be the first, because they know every problem that goes. It seems to me I don't see any Somalian doctor who are out there in social media and the TV and the radio talking about this issue. I don't see that. Also, the religious man, my Somalian people are very religious, and they listen everything the religious man say. Even if he says go and suicide yourself, it might be a possibility that they do. So that's why I needed to use religious man to go to say this message for me, because I wanted these parents to take everything from their heart and not to do it again and to happen that. That's why I believe that we should use religious man through to say this message that we shouldn't do that, because this has nothing to do with religion and it causes us a lot of problem. And also the singers and the doctors and everybody, and also so many girls go out there and share their story, how they're struggling because they have been circumcised. So yeah.
So there is like a religious leaders who do the circumcision?
Yeah,
just
like
anyone? Like?
Somalia is very religious. The country, it wasn't a religious before 1991, but after the war came, the education went down, and the religion and so many ignorance went up. That's why the country is now so closed culture, by religion, by culture. People doesn't want to listen so much except the religious man. And that's why I needed, for me and everybody who wants to make change in my country, to use that man at this point. I don't like at this point. At this point, we wanted this society to understand things and to happen that we need to get very open-minded religious man who is willing to do this and could understand the problem the circumcision is going through. And it's very hard to get that because when every parents believe and the religious man itself believes that this is a good thing. When I talked about some religious man and says, you know, this is a very big problem. Are you? I would like to invite you my Facebook live and ask you questions, and also could you tell these people that this has nothing to do with religion? And they really didn't want to do that.
Okay.
They believed this was the right thing, and they didn't want to do so. It's very hard to get very open-minded religious people to say this not to do anymore, but I'm still looking at so.
Okay. Anything you would like to add?
Yeah. The last thing I'm gonna say is every girl on this world, no matter where they came from or what color they are or what religion they always have every right that they can have. And if you don't have your rights, if you are from Somalia or some of these countries that you don't have your rights and you're getting circumcisions and you know the pain that circumcision you're going through, go out there and speak about it because you don't want it, your future daughter and future girls to go the same pain that you are going through. So if you want to save the future and do a little bit contribute on this planet, then go out there and speak about everything that needs to be spoken. So thank you.
Thank you so much.